Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here from guitarrevolution.ca, and today I want to talk to you about how to solo over a very interesting chord progression. It's A major, E minor, G, and D. And it keeps on going around and around. Okay, it's a little bit out of the conventional. It has a different flavor to it, and it doesn't really fit neatly into a major key. And this is exactly what makes it fun to play over. So let me show you how to make it sound musical and not theoretical. Now, if you're looking at this sequence, A major, E minor, G major, and D major, you might even ask, okay, what key is that? Right? We're starting in A, so that gives the tone, right? That gives like, okay, that must be the key. But if you know a little bit of theory, if you play any song in A major, you know that E minor doesn't fit. It should be an E major. Okay, what's going on here? And then you see that is another G and D. So you stop and analyze. In theory, this is the key of D, okay? Because it has the sharps and the chords and the notes that belong to the key of D. D is the first, E minor is the second, F sharp minor, we're not using this, but then G major, A major. Right here, you have 4 chords that fit to the D major scale or D major key, right? Now, doesn't sound at all like D major because A we're adopting as 1. So in theory, you can say this is A, this is a 5 minor, right? Or a minor 5. And then a flat 7, major flat 7, major flat 7 because it's G, and it's a G major, and 4, major 4. Yeah, that's a theory behind D major, but without adopting A as our 1. Our 5th chord is 1. Some people would say that's a mixolydian. If you know modes, yes, that is a mixolydian, but that doesn't sound like mixolydian. Mixolydian has a specific sound to it that it's not being explored here, right? The sequence is just not giving that impression. It's giving impression of A major with some twists and turns around, right? Some people even say that E minor, G major, and D is the key of G major. So let's just use G major to play. A is the one, A is the key, central key, is the chord that we're calling home. So here are a few options I'm gonna give you to play over this and make it sound very good. First of all, because A is our home, we're landing home when you hit A here, we can apply the major pentatonic, right? Major pentatonic will fit very well. So here we go. When I have an A here in this shape, I like to play like this. I play open string, then I play my finger 3 on fret 2, slide to fret 4. Okay, so. And from here I play the most famous of all. So let me play that backing track, and for the first 2 rounds of the sequence of the chord, I'm gonna use that. And then I'm gonna stop and tell you what else. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh, backing track. 3, 4. Another round. Can stay more. Blue note. go. Now, that can work very well. You hear how it sounds like A. But remember, the chords are from D major. So what if we use the pentatonic of D major over this? Pentatonic of A? No problem, sounds beauty. Pentatonic of D major, gonna do this here. I'm gonna get from this chord here. I have D on the 5th fret here, shape of A. Same shape I've did A major. So we're gonna do the same thing I did for A. Finger 1, 3, slide. And then from here, most famous of all. Same shape, exactly. Okay. You're gonna put now the backing track here again. Let's do it. Here you go, recognize that? Again, I don't know if you noticed, but I have to be a little bit more intentional on the notes that I'm hitting. But sounds great. It sounds beautiful. It doesn't sound quite as the way that it sounds when I'm playing A. Right? Over D. But sounds awesome because they both work. Because the chords and the notes of the pentatonic, they fit together. Now I'm gonna do one more adjustment to both pentatonics. I'm gonna add one note on each pentatonic, but in the same spot, okay? So A, that will be right here, on that B string. I have here, I can add this note here. This note here is D. So I'm transferring my pentatonic scale into a 6-note scale. That's it. And on my D pentatonic, I'm gonna add the same note. Let's see how that sounds like. By the way, I'm adding the G note right there. The A. Sounds good, right? Now D. You can hear how both notes fit very well. First I'm adding D to the pentatonic of A, and then later I'm adding G to the pentatonic of D. So now I'm gonna add all these together. I'm gonna start with one and move to the next until I hit all the options we have here, which is pentatonic of A, pentatonic of D, pentatonic with a D note, right? Extra note, pentatonic with the G note there on the B string, extra note. There we go. Let's do it. Starting with pentatonic down here on A. Part of the solo. Now I'm gonna add here. Adding the D note, right? Now D with the G. So you hear how we already start saying, I'm not thinking of theories, I'm not thinking of scales, and just by the end it becomes second nature. You just make music with it, right? Theory is not the end, it's just a tool to get you to the end that is making music. So if you like this approach, I'll invite you to work with me in my Solo Confidence Starter Kit, where I'm gonna send you daily emails for the next 7 days with lessons, videos, where we're gonna work together in a few skills to boost your confidence on soloing. It is a full roadmap for you to develop your skills and solo with confidence, even over tricky progressions like this one. But that's it, my friend. I hope this is encouraging and inspiring. Go slowly, grab one idea and then the next idea and build up your guitar playing, and so you can become a better guitar player, the best guitar player you can ever be. I hope to see you in the next one. See you then.